What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime and welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, I am here to bring you all my first impression / review of Big Order. So let's get this started. So Big Order, what exactly is it? Big Order is actually made by the same author who ended up creating Mirai Nikki, otherwise known as Future Diary, and that interested me. I actually went into this series blind though. I didn't know that it was actually by the same creator as Mirai Nikki until I heard about it a couple days ago. So definitely when I ended up watching this episode, I was very surprised as to finding that this series, while it does have some similarities to Future Diary, Big Order is pretty much its own story. Big Order is necessarily a story that is pretty much about people known as orders. Now, people who are considered orders have a special power within themselves, pretty much granting them any wish they could possibly wish for. Now, our main male character actually is a order himself, and there has been an event that pretty much led to the destruction of Earth, where basically, I guess it's now in a post-apocalyptic sort of state, and our main male character is actually a order that ended up causing this event. So our main male character, Eiji, actually wished for world domination when he was just a kid due to the inspiration that he saw through a TV show known as The Evil Ranger, I guess you would say. And apparently the Evil Ranger wanted world domination, but his world domination wasn't to cause destruction per se, it was more so to cause peace. So we have it to where, you know, the events when he was just a kid ended up destroying the, you know, Earth in general, the world, you know, and so we have it to now, you know, pretty much everyone is living in a post-apocalyptic setting. Our main character has been in hiding ever since, and he has been keeping quiet that he has been an order, even to his own sister who was in a hospital, I guess, from the events, you know. And also now we have it to where a certain incident ends up happening throughout his life from this first episode, to the point where now he has an assassin being sent out for him to pretty much kill him. Now, speaking about this assassin, Kurenai Rin, now, many people are probably going to relate, you know, her as the same type of person that Gasai Yuno is in Future Diary. However, I would have to disagree because Gasai Yuno is a very psychotic character within Future Diary. However, in this anime, while she does kind of show like a psychopathic side to her, she is more sane than Gasai Yuno. So yeah, this is going to be a series where pretty much we have characters who are known as orders being able to wish for whatever they want to use as their supernatural power, which is kind of interesting in a sense. You know, like for example, we have our main male character, Eiji. You know, he wanted world domination, and he wanted to accomplish world domination through basically bringing out peace throughout the world. And to do this, he actually needs to dominate other people, you know, and we have it to where at the end of this episode we see him actually dominate pretty much everyone within his vicinity, taking control over them necessarily, even taking over Kurenai Rin. Now, what happened at the end of this episode with Kurenai Rin, where you see the whole, you know, like rope going across her legs and all that, and you see it going somewhere else, you know, and then at the end where the credits are rolling and she's like, "Don't look, no, Mama, Dad," you know, it seems like it's implying rape, which is kind of weird. It's a really weird form of domination, but yeah, that's something worth mentioning, I guess. Now, because of our main character, his past events that he has committed throughout the past, which was essentially, you know, destroying the world and putting it into a post-apocalyptic state, you know, everybody basically hates him at this point. They hate that one specific order that, you know, ended up destroying their world. Now, it seems that, you know, information is about to be leaked out, you know, to the public. You know, it seems that apparently people might end up figuring out who exactly the order is on who exactly destroyed the world, which is our main character. And he already has assassins pretty much coming at him now. We have Rin Kurenai. However, since he basically dominated her, quote unquote, it seems that she might end up, you know, going onto his side, it seems. However, there is definitely going to be more assassins coming after him, you know, to eventually kill him, because everybody wants revenge after all. So that is one thing that seems like is going to, you know, basically be the conflict of the series, just seeing other assassins trying to basically kill our main character. So another question that I wanted to bring about when it comes to Big Order is how exactly did our main character, Eiji, and the other orders that we will possibly see throughout the entirety of this series, is how exactly did they get their ability, their power, you know, their wish, you know? How exactly did they get this ability, and how did they become orders in general? From what it seems like in the beginning of this episode, we see that there is a character, a fairy if you will, that is floating, you know, upside down when she ends up talking to Eiji, and it seems that Eiji and this fairy basically had a very strong connection with each other. They have known each other for over 10 years, I think it was, and due to that time, 10 years ago was the amount of time where basically the world was completely decimated by a specific order, and we come to find out in this episode that the person who ended up destroying the world was Eiji 10 years ago, when he ended up making the wish as a child. So I guess at this moment in time is, you know, when, you know, Eiji was a child, he ended up meeting that fairy, and that fairy granted him the powers to basically dominate, you know, the world, you know, destroying the world. So it seems that maybe each and every order was confronted by a fairy or a angel. I don't know what you would technically call them, but I'm gonna call them a fairy, I guess, because that's what it says on the description of my anime list. So yeah, it seems that every order was confronted by a fairy, and basically these fairies ended up giving the user these specific abilities. From what I've seen in this first episode, it's pretty promising. It's pretty promising. It seems decent. You know, I'll give it a few more episodes to see how it actually plays out. But so far, I am intrigued. But I will say that the anime episode was kind of average, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Would you like for me to continue reviewing this series? Does it get better over time? Let me know in the comments down below on that, and of course on what you thought about this episode. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with future content on this channel, please hit that red subscribe button below, and you will never miss a video from me. And don't forget to like the video, because that always helps. So yeah guys, that about does it for my review of Big Order. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.